Okay, this is the next segment, but you know what? I forgot to move a lot of this out of the way because it's getting to the point where if I drop this onto the debitage, it has a potential to break. There is that danger. The thinner it gets, the more dangerous it is to have the debitage down here. It's got to be clear. Yeah. How do I do that? Magically. Like that. Yeah. That's it. That's how I do it. It's magic. Yeah, it's late. I'm acting goofy because it's late. Alright. Now, see, if I drop it, it's a bouncy floor, and it got 2 layers. I got a drop cloth and a towel, and it's bouncy. The floor it's not a concrete slab. My other shop was not a concrete slab either. I prefer non-concrete slabs to work on, especially now that I'm a flint napper. But even when I wasn't, I liked bouncy floors. You can drop something down on the floor and it absorbs a shock, and you don't break stuff as easy. Yeah. Why am I worried about breaking stuff? I don't know. It's a mystery. Okay. Let's see if I can thin this down without too much troubles. Oh, gosh. No. The edge is not strong enough to do what I'm thinking of doing. So it gets all crushed. Yeah, it gets all crushed. I hurt the edge's feelings. Yeah. Don't hurt the edge's feelings, okay? It will get depressed and you'll get crushed emotionally. Where is my file? I just had it. Don't tell me I lost it in the debitage. I lost it in the crud flakes. No, I didn't. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, if I had lost it down in those flakes, I would call them crud flakes. But since I didn't lose them, they're back to being debitage. All right, here we go. It's just not going well. Is that because of the grain? Yeah, it's because of the grain and I'm not doing it right. Yeah, that's the excuse. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't because of the grain. It was because of the strikes were not good. That was a good strike with good follow through and a good edge. Follow through is, making sure that the swing is not only correct in the beginning, but correct afterwards. Just smooth. A little bit smoother, a little bit more accurate. And it yields better results. Yeah. Smooth, accurate strike will do wonders. It's amazing. With a good edge and, cooperative material, of course. If you don't have cooperative material, you can have all the finesse you want. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. It's gonna be a pain to nap. Yeah. Oh, what did I do? An inaccurate strike. Yeah, that's the excuse. I should be using indirect percussion. But I'm pretty sure I can do this with direct percussion. Shouldn't push my luck, huh? And it's in the middle too, dang it. But that part is bugging me. Okay. We'll just skip it for now. I can see what it's doing. It doesn't want to go more than halfway. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much distance it is, it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go more than halfway. Okay? It doesn't want to. You got to remember, the rock does not want to be an arrowhead. You know, and you can drive long flakes, like I was driving really long flakes before, longer than this, but when it comes down to when you need it to respond, it won't. It'll stop. It won't go. Like, you know that you can drive long flakes, but it'll stop right before it gets to the middle. Why does it do that? I don't know. I know I can drive long flakes, but for some reason, when you need it to do it, it won't do it. Is that the way it really works? No, that's the way the brain sees it. There's something else to it. It's not that, but that's the way the brain sees it. Yeah. Don't let your brain fool you. You've got to figure out what it is that you're not doing right. What is it that you're not doing right? And in that case, I was not hitting it hard enough. And I hate when I say that because there's a very fine line between hitting hard enough and hitting too hard. Extremely fine line. You can overdo it so easily. Sometimes it's better not to hit it too hard, not to hit it hard. It just live with the step fractures. Yeah, sometimes just better. That way you can actually get something out of whatever you're napping. Just forget about the step fractures. But in this case, for the video, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to thin it to the best of my ability. Yeah. Okay. And this is the sweat stage. I don't think any other napper uses that term, but that's the one I use. Because you really, the anxiety goes up. If you were cold when you started, you're sweating by this stage. Yeah. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to switch over to indirect percussion because I can't do too many of those strikes that I just did with the billet and feel safe. This is starting to get me feeling unsafe. Yeah. Don't want that. I don't want to feel unsafe, right? In today's society, that seems to be a buzzword. But in Flintknapping, it's a real thing. I don't want to feel unsafe. So here we go. Okay. Did I do what I wanted to do? I think so, yes. Okay. Yeah, I can't do precision strikes like that with a billet. With the amount of experience I have, I can't do those kind of precision strikes with a billet very easily. I tend to mess it up somehow. Yeah, much better. But not like that. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Okay, so trim, 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 thin, thin, thin. Yes, I just lost some more off the length. What am I doing? Why? Some of you might be asking, what are you doing? You're not supposed to lose the length off it. You shouldn't even measure in that case. You're gonna lose the length. Yeah, I'm showing you what to expect. Yeah. Some people don't know. They don't know what to expect, or they don't know what to plan for. You want a big old 14-inch blade, you got to start with like 20 inches of obsidian. Yeah. If you want to guarantee, or have a reasonable you can't guarantee, but you can have a reasonable expectation. I don't know what the percentage is on the reasonable expectation for length. I would say you would need at least 20% more than you think you need. Because there'll come a time the only way you can thin is from the base. And you'll go, I don't want to hit the base and thin it, even though this is the best strategy because I'm losing too much length. And you end up hitting from the side somewhere where it doesn't look that great, and you end up breaking it, snapping it, because you don't want it to be too short. You want it long, so you're going to break it. And you're going to be even shorter than you would be hitting it from the base, because it'll be broken in half. Yeah. What good does it do you? It doesn't do you no good. So there. Okay. Ouch, that's not good. This is supposed to be accurate and productive. But for some reason, this obsidian is eating my lunch. Look at that. That's not good. It's not obsidian, it's dacite. Okay, fine. Let's see. Yeah. I can usually have a good run if I don't strike more than 3 or 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It started to peter out. Yeah. I can do a series of flakes, but once I start doing more than 3 or 4, more than 3 flakes, I'm in dangerous territory. I usually can't keep it up. I shouldn't say that because then I jinx myself. I don't like when it doesn't do anything, because then it has incipients. Look at that. I hit that so hard that it could have traveled the whole way. But look, it stopped halfway. I hit that so hard it could have traveled all the way across. And I'm wondering, is that where the grain is? It could be that I'm just hitting against the grain there. I don't know. I was saying earlier that sometimes these obsidians have grain to them, so that it naps easier in one way. That it naps easier in one direction than another direction. And one side will nap well and the other side won't. Yeah, some obsidians have grain. I have been finding out, and that is true in some cases. It'll nap well in one direction, but it'll stink in the other direction. And that you can't figure it out. You don't know what you're doing wrong. And it's not you. Okay? Let's see if I can hit this again. This is what I'm doing. I'm messing with it, so I'm going to see if I can hit that again. But I don't think it... Yeah. It just crumbled in the middle because it didn't want to go further than halfway. Yeah. It just crumbled in the middle. So I can't hit it again because it doesn't match up well. That's the bad part about Dacite. I was going to say Obsidian. A lot of times it stops short of what you want. How do I get over that? Well, I got a feeling that I got to just start thicker. I don't know. I don't think starting this process when it's thicker is going to help me. No. I got to think of another general overall strategy. See, that one went more than halfway. I didn't hit it nearly as hard. Oh, such a crunchiness. Look at that. Okay. So some of you are going, yeah, story of my life. That's what I get. You're getting just exactly what I always get with Dacite. All right, well, then it's not you then. It's the Dacite. It's very crackly and snappily in half-ish. Yeah. I gotta make sure I don't go too thin because it will snap in half on me. Come on, does it do it? Did it do it? That's a little bit better. I'm going to check what I just hit because sometimes it leaves an incipient crack that can open up and go right across. If you hit really, really hard, but I don't think I cracked it. Nope. That's a good sign. That's not a good sign, that step fracture, but it's a good sign that there's no cracks there. Yep. All right, we're getting somewhere now. Yeah, I just need to smoothen it out. All right, I'll do that on the next segment.